tell them what the plan is, since you want to be in the middle of everything and won't stay down. Tippy's come home and he's decided he needs to be the center of attention for a minute. I'm hoping he'll give it up and go get in his bed here shortly. Yeah. Either that or I'm not going to get much done tonight. Is this the Tippy show? This is the Tippy hour or so? So, hi everybody. Teresa and Cheryl and Janet and Ruth and everybody else that's here, welcome. I've got happy mail from Fran. At least I'm pretty sure that's who that's from. It's the only person I was expecting mail from overseas from. Tippy, can you go get in your bed? Mindy says, hi, Tippy. Everybody says, hi, Tippy. You going to be a good boy or not? You going to get down? I need a pair of scissors real quick. Come here. I'm going to see if you'll get in your bed. Come on. I know you want to cuddle, but you should have come home earlier. There you go. All right. I'm probably not going to stay on a whole long time tonight. I'm pretty tired. I don't know why. I'm not sleeping good this week. But I'm tired. And I did, I tried to do Barb Owen's last mandala today, and I tried to do it with this instead of a complete circle. I just ordered myself a complete circle compass so that I'll try again to do the 9 points. And yeah, here's what I did. It's supposed to have 9 sections, but mine has 10. So I'll try again later. And I didn't have the pencils. I just have Derwent Inktense, the little cubes. So I just used a water brush and filled this in. And I used that gold pen that I like for my outlining of all the different components. And then she's going to finish this tomorrow during her live. And then she'll be done with the Beyond Mandala Madness. And the course will eventually become available on her How to Get to Creative. And I can show you the book I made. Now Tippy's clicking the blinds. Can y'all hear him? Oh, Tippy. Do you want to go back outside? You want to go back outside? I opened the blind so he can watch the cars go by. Maybe he'll chill out. Scott asked me the other day, he said, how do you get anything done in the evenings? He said, with these cats wanting in and out and in and out. And I was like, well, it's just a chore sometime. All right, so let's see what's in this envelope from Fran. She wanted to swap inchies and twinchies with me. All right, that's everything that's in here. Set that aside so I don't accidentally show addresses. And let me see. Get my tub of junk out from here. Thanks, Teresa. Let's see. That one looks like it's been walked over by kitty cats. It's got paw prints all over it. That's all right. We'll use it. It's got paw prints. So these are her inchies and twinchies. These are cute. Inchies, twinchies, and some tiles. Here's the twinchies. These are cute. So those were from Fran. And I don't know if she'd be in here because it's really late over there right now. And then this really interesting tissue with poppies on it. Looks like there's 2 sheets of that. And then here's some with some pretty flowers on it. And here's some with some Santa Claus and elves and things. Oh, this is pretty. Isn't that pretty? These look like printouts. I wonder if this is her garden. I don't know. That's a formal garden there. Adorn, jewelry, the human story. And then some pages out of a book. It looks like it's all on pruning. All right. Book pages. And I bet this is a note from Fran. Let's see here. She calls these between 2 inches and 1 inch. These are made with polymer clay, she says. All right, cool. And then she talks about the papers and the book pages. So thank you, Fran, so much. They arrived yesterday, but I held them to open tonight. Are the pages in French? No, English. They are in English. So I'm going to put these back in her envelope. I don't have a thing planned for tonight. Thought I'd just share a few things. And then I might just sign off in a little bit because I'm really tired, like I said. Gave the dog a bath, and I think that did me in. It's not that she's heavy or anything, and she acts pretty good in the tub. It's just bending over to, soap her up and then get her completely rinsed off. Really does me in. I'll be glad when they can get this all under control so we can all get out again so I can get that dog to the groomer before she's really bad off. So I'll save those aside. Oh, you know what I was going to do and I forgot to do it? I wonder if I can look it up in another window and print it off because I had so much fun doing that with Barb last week. The roll of Picasso. Would y'all like to do a roll of Picasso if I can print the board off for it? Hang on, let me see if I can do. That could be something we could do quickly. Oh, wow. Okay, there's a bunch of them. Let's see. I hope I don't lose you guys. I'm trying to print this off. Oh, and these look like different shapes than what Barb had. All right, let's see if that's printed off. And I wanted to show you the mandala book that I put together. This one I haven't finished yet. This was our warm-up from last Wednesday. Of course, it didn't print it off very big, but I think we can get the gist of it. I was going to grab that book. So I did this cover myself out of recycled cardboard, and I think I shared that part. And then when I shared this on Sunday with the other folks doing the class with Barb during the Zoom, I decided it needed a frame around the mandala on the front. So I just take this off, use the black Sharpie, and then just went along the edge with my gold pen, and that's how I came up with the frame around it. Hi, Roy. Joan, anybody else I miss? So these are the mandalas that I've done with Barb, in the last couple weeks. And it was very nice of her to do this for us. And, while we're all stuck in, it was nice to have a class to attend on Mondays and Wednesdays. So here's my mandalas for anybody that hadn't seen them. These were the first warm-up we did, is using things found around us. Hi, Linda. And I'll share this again with the mandala group on Sunday for the wrap-up. But I thought I'd share it with you all. And then this was the first mandala. This was before I had a protractor. Ann Lair sent me this. But this one I made with the compass, and I liked how that border turned out. And then these were the second time we got together. These were the warm-ups. Well, one was a warm-up and one I did on my own. And then we did one on music paper. And then this was the one that we did with just graphite pencil and then black marker and red marker. That was all that we used to complete this one. And then, of course, I like this one so much, I made some minis on here. And then the next warm-up, I turned into this flower. And this will end up in here as a flower, too, on a different page. Oh, and the pockets came from the thrift store. I just cut them to fit an 8.5-inch square. This one she called the dark side. And then this one is the petal one that we did. And the colors on this one are just the Sharpie brush tip markers. And I think that's all that's in here. I've got the background piece in there. When I get the one done that I finished, that I did today, that's not right because it doesn't have 9, it has 10, because I just could not figure out how to get the marks with this. So I've ordered one that's a complete circle so that I can make a 9 points. So I'm going to slide this in here so it doesn't get damaged until tomorrow. I'll pull it out tomorrow because we're going to finish that tomorrow. I'm going to put this in there too so I don't lose it, because I can just pull it out and work on it. And again, this was just recycled cardboard, book pages, music paper, and that kind of stuff. So this will be my memory book for this class. So I really, really enjoyed doing that. So if you want to just grab a piece of paper, we'll do a quick background, and then we'll do a roll of Picasso for anybody that wants to play. I think I'll do it in my Pick 10 journal. Keep wanting to fill that up. Let's see. I think I'm going to have to cut a piece of paper to fit, but I got to measure it. I can always pop the holes later. Let me see how big this paper is for this binder. They are 7 by 9 1/4. 7 by 9 1/4. Let me get a piece of mixed media. Thanks, guys. I just had such a blast with the mandalas. All right. I said 7 by 9 1/4. I'm not worried about the holes in it right now. All right, so let's do a background real quick. And then I'm going to do this roll of Picasso. And I just printed off one of the game sheets off from the site. And what you do is you roll a dice. And I've got my handmade dice here I thought I'd use. What would be funny is if you made up a thing of dice or just got a block of wood that you could, you'd have to do a die for each component on it. So you'd need 4 dice and put a different thing for each thing of the Picassos. Like face shape is the first one. The second thing would be your eye. So if you rolled 4 dice out and then did the face shape and then the eye and the eye and then the mouth. Of course, this one doesn't give you the other eye. This only does one eyeball. The one Barb had, we did 2 eyes. So anyway, let's do a background. I might change my mind about doing the roll of Picasso. But let's get some color on our paper. You choose your own color. Let's do some spring. We'll do 10 things to the paper and then we'll, and I'm not going to keep track of prompts tonight. I'm just not feeling it. So you'll have to follow along. I got way too much paint. Let me grab one of my pieces out of here. This is just scrap paper. It's actually leftovers of a piece of Christmas paper. But I've just been trying to use that paper up for other things. Set that aside to dry. Dry this a little bit. Let me move my book of mandalas. Now let's attach something out of our scrap paper. So grab your scraps out of your scrap bin. See if I can find something that looks springy. All right, I'm going to glue these down with just some quick dry here. Then grab a wet one or a wet paper towel or anything. Love the bright colors. They definitely lift your spirits. I almost lost track of time. I walked the dog down by the garage and we were listening to the deer in the woods. I never did catch sight of them. They just blend in this time of year. When their coats lighten up, they just kind of disappear into the woods. And but we could hear them down there traipsing around in the woods. And I was just enjoying sitting in the sun. Then Callie came up behind me, and then Howard wanted in my lap for a while. And then when I came back in, Tippy came to the door. Oh, and wanted in for his supper. Oh, what's Joyce? Okay, Joyce, we'll be here for a little bit. Have a good dinner. I made a tiny little batch of chili today because I'd broken the packs of hamburger up because it's just Scott and I didn't want to have to eat chili for an entire week. So I just did up like a pound of ground beef and made chili. And we each had a bowl at lunchtime, and then I had another bowl of it for supper. So I'm done with chili for a while. Oh no, Roy. I've been making these totes. I was trying to find a tote pattern that I could print off for Scott to use to carry his lunch. And that way I could wash it and we could reuse it instead of reusing plastic bags, which is probably not wise right now. And the first one I made was too big. And so I cut it down. And when I cut it down, it's a perfect fit, except that it leaves enough of an opening that any silverware inside a napkin that I slid inside there will fall out. So I need to up it, the square that I used, to a 20-inch square, because when I started, it was a 22-inch square. So I cut it down to 18. And I made one at 22 and then one at the 18. And I've discovered I need to start with a 20-inch square for the containers I have for his lunch. So I need to make a couple more of those. It would be nice to make 5 of them, and then he could have a fresh one every single day. Oh, now Tippy wants out. Okay, hang on. Just a minute, buddy. I'll let you out. Honey, go, please. Don't just stand there going, should I go? Should I not go? Should I go? All right, we're going to stencil next. Any color you want. I'm going to stay with the spring theme, and I'm going to use a yellow. I've got, what is this? I think I've got enough yellow in here. This is daffodil yellow. How fitting is that? Hi, Ray. Cheryl John, Shelly, Laura, who else? Sherry. Uh-oh, Sherry's run out of images and words again. We'll have to hit her up with some. All right, let's add something here. That yellow would look good. Let's see. I think I'll use this cardboard one. Because we're just doing a background. That's probably more than enough. Who's working on, you're working on a junk journal for Careheart, Sherry? Let's put that a little off center. I got to the auction kind of late in the day because I'd forgotten about it, but that was okay. Maybe next time. And I noticed Care has a video on making a really interesting looking face mask. If somebody's looking for a different design, her pattern she's got custom fits what your own face, which I thought was neat. And one more. I could probably get it out of here. Oh, not with that thing. Wipe some of the paint that's on the stencil back down on here. You know, if you just let it dry on there, it'll make it stronger, but I'm going to wipe it off a little bit with that wet one. Shake it out, shake it out. All right, I'm going to dry this a little bit, and then I'm going to stamp some things on here. So stamping will come next. Stamp, stamp. I'm just going to get an all over stamp. Let's see here. Whoops. That'll work. But plastic fell off part of the back. I'm out of practice. Let's see if I can find it. By the time I look this up and everything, my paint will be dry. Oh, cool. Well, that one's not letting me do it. Let's see here. This is called, I found this roll of Picasso on the Artsy Fartsy Art Room. Let's see. All right, I'm going to stamp this here. My mom used to, years and years and years ago, when I was less than 5 years old, worked at a button factory, and she would bring buttons that didn't come out quite right. She'd bring home jars of those, and I would sit and string those together for ages. Stack them up, see how many I could stack up before they fall over, that kind of stuff. Good enough. All right, let's add some lines. Okay, let's do lines. Hi, Callie. Hi, Susan. Your envelope went today. I don't think the mail went yesterday because my neighbor man had something to go in his box and his flag never went down on his mailbox. So I don't think they ever went yesterday at all. All right, let's add some tissue paper. It can be a little or a lot. I'm going to leave that up to you. I'm just pulling out of my junk that's right below me. I do need to go get something to glue this down with. All right, I'm just going to put those 5 pieces down. Let me go get the stuff. Are you ready to go out now? Ooh, I'm going to pick you up. I'm just going to use this decoupage for napkins. It's kind of like a napkin. All right. Journey's here. Hi, Journey. Cool. I'm not worried about cutting anything off the edges at this moment. That might make it easier for you guys to see. All right. So that was 7, right? All right. I'm going to stencil again, but with white. That was 6? Okay. Thank you. Yep, 6. 7 is going to be stencil with white. I'm just going to use this all over mine. I got that tissue paper in Happy Mail a while ago. Quite a while ago. The stencil is just beat to smithereens, so it's all bent up and it's been mistreated so badly. Just move this down a bit. There we go. All right, let's add some dots. Any way you want to add dots. If you want stencil dots, go for it. If you want to dot them with like a pencil eraser or anything you got that you can make a dot with, go for it. I just have a wooden dowel. I'm just going to put some dots on here. I always try to have some that go off the edge. Set my wooden dowel aside. Get my scraper back in here and I'll just scrape this. This is how I end up with pretty drop paper. Just spread it around. Share the love all over your paper. All right, and I found a roll of Picasso that has more shapes, which will make it more fun. So that one was 7, right? Timmy, get out of the road. Come here. Come on, down the road. Callie, quit chasing him in the road. Come on, guys. Hurry up. Why are you two older, bigger ones being mean? You're not older, you're the same age. You're just being mean. Come on, Tippy. Tippy. Come on. Come on. Get in here. Let's splatter with something. What should we splatter with? What's a color that was in that background paper? A darker green. Let's splatter with a darker green. Or metallic green or something. That might be pretty. And a fan brush. I just had that spray bottle. What did I do with it? As always, pulling out way more than I need for anything. I just had a spray bottle over here 2 seconds ago that I was using for something else. But I could have been cleaning up and put it up where I'll never find it again. Ooh. What do I do with the spray bottle? Do any of these have water? No. All right, let's see if we can do this. Splatter with some metallic green. I should have sent you some napkins then, Susan. I had some here. Can you say put out way too much paint? Oh yeah, oh yeah. Can we splatter? Probably all over the computer too. All right. Was that 9? I think that was 9. No, 8. See, I'm doing them and I don't even know. 8. 9 with splatter with green. All right, I'm going to dry this. And 10 will be add our Picasso, okay? So now we're going to add our Picasso face for anybody that wants to play that. I'll go get the sheet and we'll start playing. I got to get this dry first. All right, yeah. Number 10 will be roll a Picasso. So now we'll roll our Picasso on the background. I'll have to go get that other sheet off the printer real quick. Now, you can paint your Picasso or you can paper piece him, rip some, if you like for the head, if you want to paint his head shape in a solid color, feel free. If you want to cut it out or rip it out of your scrap bin, we can do that. Whatever you are up for. I've got some splatters on here that are nowhere near dry, but I'm going to get us started. I think this is the same one that Barb had. But we may roll some different ones. So the first roll, this is the first roll, which is your head shape. Depending on what number I roll will be the shape of the head, okay? So we're going to do our Picasso now. And I'll hold this up after I roll the dice because I don't have room to do it all here, do I? Maybe I do. All right. And I've just got my little homemade dice here. So number 2, it's right here. It's going to be kind of like looks like a chicken leg, the thigh. And that's upside down for me. So however y'all want to get it down on the paper, you can. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually paint it this time, just for fun. I need my jug of water. So I think I'll get kind of what is that noise? I'm going to just get a skin tone out here of sorts. This is called Natural Buff. So, and it's probably going to pick up some green because my splatters aren't. These cats are going to drive me crazy tonight. I will let you back out if you stay out of the street. There's a gorgeous sunset tonight down by the lake. It has to be absolutely beautiful. I'm going to get a bigger brush so that this doesn't take forever. It's actually higher at the back up here. And he runs right for the street, a little fart head. See, the pink dots weren't even clear. And we're not completely dry. All right, that kind of looks like it, doesn't it? I'm going to put a little bit more paint on there because I can and I want to. And this is just for fun. This is not supposed to look like anything great. All right, so the second roll will be the first eyeball. So that'll be your left eyeball. Ready? 6, which is a spiral-shaped eyeball. I'm going to dry this a bit. Go get that. Bernadette. This is one of those really nice paint brushes that was in that art box Scott found at the thrift store. All right. Hi, Gloria. I'm just using black. You can always go back and add color later. All right, so this actually looks like the letter E. So, and remember with Picasso, they can be anywhere. So let's see. I want to do this and then go. That looks not bad. Not too bad at all. All right, so now we'll do the other eyeball. And we get number 5, which is this eyeball here. So if I flip that in my head, I'm going to put this eye here. And come down kind of something like that. And then he's got 5 lashes. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. And now we'll add a nose. So the nose is going to be number 1 up here. So it's a kind of a, looks like a fencing staple with a dot in the middle. You cannot go in the kitchen. You're staying here with me. Bernadette. All right. All right. Come here. All right, so now we need a mouth, and we need to do mouth number 4. This is 4. So it's like a sideways heart. I gave her a bath today, and she's just digging herself crazy. I need to call my vet and see if he can mail me some new flea meds. Just in case that's what's going on there. Because I can't drive down there and just ask for it because he's not there. All right. A mouth. Let's see. And what I'll do is after this paint dries, go in with a paint pen and do some outlining and stuff. Bernadette, come here. Come here. Come here. Come here. All right. Lips. He needs some ears. He needs something. Number 5 for an ear. So we'll stick an ear. And then the last ear, number 4. It's going to be the one with the kidney bean in it. I just don't like how thick the lines are, so I'm thinning them down. And see, what I should have done is done all these different shapes in different colors. Sorry, I went quiet there. This has got a lot of wet paint still on it here. Yeah, come here. Needs hair. green hair it is. It's a mohawk. He's not getting any hair down the back of his head. Yeah, I don't mind the possum. And the one we've got right now that comes, she's so cute. She's little, and her ears are perfectly round. Whew. Probably stick my finger in the green paint. I was thinking tomorrow when Barb is doing the mandala decorating that I might set my camera up just to record, and then I could edit it to be a fast forward video so y'all could watch me decorate it later. Oh Lord, that green drop. I must have bumped it hard enough to pop it open. Now I've got some green on my lips. Okay, I can't have a head just floating, so I don't know if that helped or made it worse. Should have put it down farther, I guess. But it doesn't matter. It's a Picasso because everything goes everywhere, right? And I'm not Picasso, so I don't think I have a tortured enough mind to be a Picasso. This is supposed to be a nose right here. Not what it looks like to me. y'all be talking about eating wild meats and stuff, so I'm just going to keep painting. Now, pancakes, I'll talk about pancakes with y'all. I like pancakes. But I ain't eating alligator and snake and all that. Wish this weather would make up its mind whether it's going to be hot or cold or in between. Paint my crazy lady. That's supposed to be his other ear. Make it red under his eye. Maybe the tip of his nose could be a little pink over here. That might not be a good idea either, but I'm going to go over some of this with paint pen here in a minute. I don't know. I like my other one better than I did with Barb. This one didn't come out as neat. I always like to watch Kelly Donovan paint her wild girl faces. And she paints them all different colors, like purple and green, and they all have good attitude when she's done. This ain't got no good attitude. It's just it's not very good tonight. You can always tell when I'm struggling because my end result is not anything I'd want to keep. But I'll keep this in the Pick 10 journal and say, well, that was a pretty crappy thing. Smooshing the paint around. That's all I'm doing. I'm just not feeling it, Mary. I'm just not feeling it. But I guess sometimes it's not good to pull out your box of crayons. Sometimes it's good to just ignore them and go sit by the driveway with the dog. Scott said before he left for work today, he said, man, I'm really ready for a break. They're running a skeleton shift, and they've got him in working on special projects. It's what happens when you know how to fix just about everything. You don't get the time off. I hate sending him off to work. Oh well. It is what it is. Nothing I can do about it. All right. I think I'm going to try to scoop up the rest of this cream paint here and put it on here. Then I'm going to let this dry and see what you guys have been chatting about besides raccoons and possums and snakes and alligators and stuff to eat. And I do love doing the mandalas, but man, my neck is paying for it. I've got a bit of a stiff neck from looking down so much. All right, we're going to leave this creature to dry for a few minutes somewhere. I might do this again, but I don't know. It'd be fun to do with the nieces and nephews. Turn them loose and say, you're to make a Picasso. Let's see. Scrap paper. Scooping up the paint. Slapping it on the paper. I think I like my scrap paper better than I do my project. Sometimes that happens that way. Sometimes it's your cleanup paper that's the star of the show. See, isn't it pretty? 5 lashes, Becky? Yeah, it had 5 lashes on it. that one eyeball. It was this one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 lashes. I'm going to put them back on with a paint pen. Let me take a second and I'll clean up a bit of my mess. Oh, I'm sorry. It's at a blog called Artsy Fartsy Art Room. If you want to look it up. It's on Artsy Fartsy Art Room. She looks like an art teacher. It'd be funny if it was my sister's blog, but I don't think she keeps one. Or she's never told me she does. I haven't heard if she's teaching art online. My youngest sister is still teaching math at the University of South Carolina on the computer. She's got to go until, I think she said May 4th. Maybe I'll do a live tomorrow and show you those casserole totes I've been working on if y'all would be interested. I just don't want to bring one over here where I've got all this wet paint. I'm trying to carry as much as I can. I'll put a link to that blog in just a sec if somebody don't beat me to it. What do I got left here? I think everything else stays on this side of the room. That wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. This goes on the other side. All right. Where's the mouse? There it is. That's what I told a classmate of mine. He said he thought his mother was the only one that fed the possums and the raccoons. And I said, I don't purposely feed them. All right. Let's dry this a little bit, and then I'll just get a pen and see if we can't draw some things on here. All right. What is that? I don't know if that'll write on here. I don't think this will write on this. This is a galaxy marker. I was wrong. And then this one is the one with eyelashes on it. Okay. Then we'll just do jawline. Well, it's different. How about a beauty mark over here? Okay. Oh, stop, Becky. The more you fiddle with it, the worse it gets. It's a crazy looking creature. All right. I've got this. We could give him a gold earring. Him, her, whatever it is. The black marker wasn't done drying. Now I got black on the end of this gold. And then on this one, I'll just do a gold little stud looking thing. Clean off the tip, make sure I don't have anything stuck on it still. This is one of those we all got on clearance, the deco markers. I like it okay. But every once in a while, it'll spooge out worse than a Posca pen, which I have right here. I had a Chihuahua once. Her name was Lucy. We have a dehumidifier in the basement, and after that storm, it's been running and running trying to get the basement dry back out. Really poured the other night when it was blowing so hard. When that dries, I'll put some gold on it to have a gold chain on his neck. There are some times when I just don't feel in the mood to art, and I'm afraid tonight's one of them. But there's another creepy character from a book. So I'm not going to keep you guys. I hope y'all had fun doing this crazy, I don't know what, but Picasso face. And I showed you my mandala journal. And that's all we did tonight. And since I'm so tired, I think I'm going to let you guys go. Any questions about anything, or you guys want to bring back something I used to do that we could do again? Maybe, I don't know, some sewing lessons and that kind of stuff. Hi, Barnyard Chicken. I'm just in one of those moods where it's like, maybe it's because I work so much on mandalas. This was the one I did today that's supposed to be 9 points for anybody that missed it. This one in the background. I'm just rolling with it. And then when I get my circular compass in, I'll try again to do the 9 points. And then the other reason is I spent a day and a half on this one. You need sewing lessons? Well, we'll bring back some sewing lessons for anybody that's interested. And I'll be at Barb's tomorrow for her Drama Free Friday, but she's going to be doing that mandala tomorrow. So come and watch if you want to. I'm thinking about recording myself working on it, and then I'll capture it to my computer, and then I can edit it and put it to music and just do like a speed through. Okay? So I'm going to let you guys go, and I hope everybody has a wonderful evening. Bye, guys.